You have already devotion unto me. And even in future and later also, even then, whatever you desire, you should ask. Please ask. In Vishnu Purana, Haribhakta Sudodaya, it's also said, "Oh, my dear son, you should give up this Bhayamishrita Shraddha. Faith mixed with little fear. You give up this. Why, if
I
I
see.
I will not be pleased with my devotees. You please open up with love. You ask me. You see, even though I'm free forever, but still I'm bound by the love, the friendship of the devotees. One gives up the friendship of the relatives, friends, giving up the about the desire for the wealth. That person does devotion unto me, then I belong to him and he belongs to me. And I have no other friends or he has any other friends. I'm eternally full with my no desires to be fulfilled. Even then, the activities I do, taking birth and other leelas, pastimes, that's only to bring happiness to my devotees. So what is very dear to
Tapan
you,
I say.
what you like? Yeah,
Dara. Dara.
Priya. What is very dear to you? Please tell. Priya, meaning dear. Giving up Bhagavan, what more there can be more dear than that? He is soul of the soul. There cannot be so dear, higher than him. It's not possible. So Prahlad is telling this thing. Yogi Munigana Dhyana. Yogis, sages, in their meditation, even getting a glimpse of him, very short second, they become so fortunate. They consider themselves fortunate. Or they might have darshan of him like a light. And they become very happy. That personality by Sakshat, as he is, he's giving and giving darshan and he's putting his hand on my head, sparsha. Other than this, what more can be more dear? Then Lord become very enthusiastic and is telling, Okay, you are telling right. I know. Other than my darshan, there is nothing more dear to you. From this, you have become very pleased, Uh, very fortunate. That's why I'm very pleased. I'm very satisfied with you. And this will increase day by day. Even then, I have some kartavya, uh, my duty towards you. huh? My duty is there to offer something to you. So, for my pleasure, please ask something. So, like this, uh, Lord Nrsimhadev to Prahalad, other than bhakti, he's trying to ask him to accept. Very, very difficult to get these vibhutis, you know, uh, siddhis, perfections, or liberation, which is very difficult even to attain by Brahma and Shiva. And Lord Nrsimhadev is telling again and again, "Oh, Prahlad, please get us something." So, and who is doing it? Swayam Paratattva Bhagavan, Supreme Personality God Himself, who is capable of sarva samartha, capable of in everything, should be worshipped by everybody, and very respectable one. Um, so, like this, what happened? Oh, the sound. Um, like this, he keep on. Uh, Prahlad was, uh, even though in this case, is again and again being asked by Nrsimhadev, then it will become, even though he has no desire, it will be very become difficult to say. Uh, so he become obliged to accept something. So he keep on telling, please take this, take this, take this. You go, you're full, you're satisfied completely. But still, uh, he doesn't need anything by them. Lord's darshan is very, very happy, but still becomes kind of obligation. So this is kind of examination for Prahlad. Uh, so then Lord understood. Uh, he's so pure, antakarana, his consciousness is so pure. Uh, and Lord Nrsimhadev knew that Prahlad will not going to fail in the exam. Only to establish a pure devotion, the nature of pure devotion, the nature of pure devotion. How it happens. To show an example, a Leela, on it. So, Nrsimhadev wanted to establish that. He desired that. That's why Lord showed so much options. You take this, you take that, you take that to Prahlad. So, Prahlad giving an answer. Oh Bhagavan. By my nature, I am very filled with lot of desires. Um, Kama Sakta. I'm filled with lust, he's saying Kama. But seeing the transformation of this lust, very fearful transformation. Seeing and then hearing, I'm getting too much fear from this Kama, from this lust. That's why I want to take in shelter at your lotus feet. I was too much lusty, all these things. But seeing the effect, transformation, how dangerous, how fearful it is. Because he has seen his own father and other demons, including devatas, all desires. So much unhappiness. That's why I become fearful of the karma. So I'm taking shelter at your lotus feet. So please don't push me again to accept those, desires. Don't again involve me in those things. The seed of the samsara, and then it's going to bind, and that is karma, that is lust. So I'm sure to bring it again, it is not your goal. In reality, you are doing examination. You are examining me, whether I am suitable to be your servant or not. Whom do you call? One as a servant, one as a master. So, one other than service to the master, not to please you, bring happiness to you, but for his own happiness. If he is asking, then how he can be called as a servant? Is only business, vanik, vyapar, business. He gives something and he gives something, exchange. This is not the characteristic of a servant. And to whom a person can be told as a master, one who, to show his greatness or to keep someone under his control. So he will show somebody gives wealth or some objects. That person cannot be master. That kind of thing, master and servant, that is only like a business. That is seen only in this material world, not in the Atma Dharma, not in the spiritual world. Atma Dharma kingdom. In that kingdom, you are the master. There, you are pure master and pure servant. That's why between us, there is no need of giving something, taking something. There is no need of that. यदि दास्यसि वे कामान् वरांस्तवं वरदर्शभ कामानां वृद्ध्य सरोऽहं भवस्तु वृणे वरम्. Very beautiful prayer. Oh, Varadaraja. Nrsimhadev, another name is Varadaraja. One who can give all kinds of boons. King of, one who can bestow all kinds of boons. For you, this name is very appropriate. And if you like to bring auspicious unto me, this is my prayer. What is my? Oh Lord, make my heart, let in my heart, let any kind of this lusty desires not take birth. Let it not manifest in my heart, this lusty desire. Because this kind of lusty desires, what it will destroy the living entities, religiosity, soberness, intelligence, the light, remembrance, truthfulness, everything it will destroy. Then this is very, very important. He's saying this kama vasana, desire for lusty desire, want something, these objects, material sense objects. If you once had desire, that will destroy the living entity dharma, dhairya, buddhi, lajja, sampada, teja, smriti, satya. All these 9 things, they will destroy. Then the living entity, the hearts, the lusty desires, gives up. Then he is capable of attaining wealth equivalent to you. So like this saying, he became very, did namaskar. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Purushaya Mahatmane Arye Adbhuta Simhaya Brahmane Paramatmane. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Purushaya Mahatmane Arye Adbhuta Simhaya Brahmane Paramatmane. Filled with these six Aishwarya, Bhagavan. Paramapurusha, foremost personality. Vibhu Atma, big, foremost, Adbhuta, most amazing, appearing like a lion, Murti, face of a lion. Parabrahma, Paramatma, Sri Hari. My Dandavas pranams unto you. So this is what Bhakta Pravara. Bhakta, not ordinary Bhakta, foremost devotee, Prahlad. What a pure heart he had. And is so pure humility, highest tolerance, uh, not expecting any, you know, giving respect to everybody, not expecting any respect from anybody, and so pure devotion and so strong faith. Uh, so he is a foremost example for all the practitioners, bhakti practitioners. Foremost example, very bright example. So his father, he attacked him so much, but still he never gave up devotion unto the Lord. And he did not argue with his father, but every second becoming humble, uh, as much as possible giving respect. Still it keep tell very truth story and glorifying the Lord. He was continue to do. So what kind of tolerance, you cannot even imagine. Same time, Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadhanavrutam. To make Krishna happy, no other desires. And not filled with knowledge or karma. This tatastha lakshan, sadhana bhakti practitioner is the tatastha lakshan, quality, the highest, the foremost example. That means, in which way, giving up all the desires, including liberation, in the name of bhakti, giving up the duplicity only to serve the Lord. To follow. That's how you have to follow bhakti. So not for any attain any uh, favorable position, favorable situation, or to become free from suffering. Uh, no, this is what the foremost sadhya swarup. Uh, Crossing over this, there is nothing. To establish this in this world. Now, he established this in this world. Eternally, Krishna, the servant of Sri Krishna. Um, Showing that this is the Nitya Dharma, eternal Dharma. Um, So, even in the conditioned state, in this Baddha conditioned state, it has been covered. But when all these coverings overcoming all these coverings, Haribhakti form of this great wealth, Paramasadhya. The living entity becomes very most auspicious, most fortunate. This is what Prahlad Maharaj demonstrated in this one. So Brahma, Shiva, Adi, Param Vaishnava Mahajan, all those great devotees, hearing discussion between Prahlad and Nrsimhadev, they became sambit, meaning stunned. Like this. Oh, this is Shuddha Bhakti, the greatness of Shuddha Bhakti. They became stunned. Swayam Shivaji Maharaj, near Narad Muni, he was glorifying. Shivaji has 5 faces, 5 mouths. He was not happy with one mouth. He was glorifying Prahlad with all his 5 mouths. In Narad, would you say? Well, Father Brahma, Garuda. In Narad. From me, your Father, Garuda Adi, the eternal associates of Vishnu, including Mahalakshmi. Prahlad is highest. He has mercy of the Lord, highest mercy. Brihad Bhagavatam. So Lord Shiva is glorifying. Punaha punavaram Vishnu muktim nayachitaha bhaktireva vrutayena prahladam tam namamyaham. So Bhagavan Sri Vishnu again and again, telling Prahlad, take this, take that, including liberation. Mm. He did not accept, but only bhakti. Such a Prahlad, I pay obeisances to him. So Brahma Shivadi, they were paying obeisances to this Prahlad. So he became one of the 12 Mahajan, became famous Mahajan. So hearing all this, Prahlad Nrsimhadev filled with his, heart, so much happiness. He is my devotee. Oh, whole world, look at it. That's why it is told, Diyamanam na grunyanti pina masevanam jana. My dear devotees, even though I'm willing to give every kind of enjoyment, liberation, they don't accept anything other than service unto me. So, like this Prahalad passed all these examination. So Prahalad, this is appropriate that it is coming through your mouth. In reality, my pure devotee, in this world or any other world, he will not ask for any desire for his happiness. Now you understand my words. You understand? Till this manmantra, you become the leader of all these demons. Then you stay in this world till this manmantra. You accept these things as a upabhoga. But for you, very dear object is myself. You accept this. You do service to. So also, seeing that I'm staying in everyone's heart. Yagneshwara. You do bhakti yoga, do worship. You don't have to do Ashwamedha Yajna, all these things. This way you increase your glories very happily. Your your description is actually becomes respectable by the devatas also. When the time comes, giving up all this, becoming free from all these responsibilities, you come back to me. All those who remembers me along with you and then describe the prayers and the pastime. The pastime. Discuss, they discuss. Whoever discusses the pastimes of Prahlad and Nrsimhadev, discussion between them, prayers by Prahlad, all this. At the appropriate time, they also become free from karma bandhana, from this material mundane prisoners, become free. So that's why we should hear this pastime of Prahlad Nrsimhadev again and again and again. Huh? We should meditate on it. Huh? So that way, um, very easy to become free from this entanglement of this material world. So then Prahlad also became very full with so much pleasure. Then he said, "Oh Lord, you are capable of doing everything. So for you to elevate, to liberate, make free all those stupid people in this samsara is not very difficult for you. You are capable of doing everything. Sarva Samartha. So answer to that. Lord made an arrangement. Then Prahlad, see, when Prahlad opened his heart, Lord, please, please, if you liberate me, what is it? There is no big deal. You have to make free all these people who are stuck in this prison house of this samsara. Then Lord made that arrangement. What is that? One who remembers along with you. Remember Prahlad and Nrsimhadev. And the discussion went through glorification of Prahlad. This pastime, if anybody hears, meditate on it, tells others, then at the appropriate time they become free from this karma bandha. So he gave the answer. He made an arrangement. At that time, Prahlad he remembered his father. Now everybody, then now Prahlad is saying, "Oh Lord, thank you. You made arrangement for everybody. But what about my father? What will happen to him?" That's why he's thinking, he's asking one thing. My father has become purified just by your drusti, by your looking at him. Even then, even though you are the root of all controllers, he does not know that. Only he considers you as the killer of his brother. That's why he is against you. And thinking that I am your devotee, he also attacked me. Hmm? You don't tolerate any offenses towards your devotees. So this way, my father has done offenses, two kinds of offenses to you and also to me. So please forgive him from these two offenses, elevate him. This is my request to you, one and only request. So this is a Vaishnava God, our Vaishnava. Vaishnava meaning what? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati says. Vaishnava meaning one who is belongs to Vishnu, belongs to Krishna, Parshna. I'm an object of Krishna, object belonging to Krishna. I'm completely Krishna's, Vishnu's, nobody else. So that is what Vaishnava. Vaishnava. So those Vaishnavas feel they know unhappiness. Krishna is happy, is it not always? So how come object belonging to Krishna will be unhappy? But Vaishnavas become unhappy when they see others are unhappy. Paradukkhadaki. So like the Lord has no end, limitation, rather limitation for his mercy. Same way the Vaishnavas also have no limitation to their mercy. Even though there is a reason to be get upset, they will not get upset. Even though someone may be unfit for forgiveness, others may be unfit for forgiveness, not to forgive, but still they forgive them and they always pray for their auspiciousness. This is what, like a tolerance, like a tree. Good top example. Trunadapi sunitena, tarorapi saishnana, amanina manadena, kirtaniya sadahari. Trunadapi sunich, feeling lower than blade of grass, more tolerant than tree, offering respect to everyone, not expecting any respect from others. Amaninama, kirtaniya sada, always kirtan of Sri Hari. That is Vaishnava. So this is the highest example. Without expectation. Even though his father was trying to kill him, do all this. See how Prahlad. He is Lord forgiving. Let there be auspicious unto him. But so he did not have any hatredness. Even in his dream. And even though he is being killed, he did not come under the relatives' love. he did not come in the way. When his father died, he did not become happy like Devatas. Devatas were very happy. Indra, oh, imagine all the Devatas. When Hiranyakashipu died, there was no end for their happiness. Prahlad did not become happy or displeased. Huh? Uh, because his father died, like that he was not attached. But at the end, he is asking forgiveness from the Lord on his behalf. But don't think they are like without any like jada, like inert object. No feelings are like that. They have the highest welfare in their mind. So they are pleased within that. This body is going to be destroyed one day or the other. So when this body being destroyed by the Lord Himself, His Father's body, why you feel? So then Prahlad, Lord was very smiling, mildly smiling. He's telling Prahlad, in this, what is your prayers? It has happened like that. Please hear me. Just by touch of me, uh, by my limbs, he has become pure. That has happened by my glory. Now hear about the glories of you. By my touch, your father was, all auspicious happened to him. But that's only my, you know, glories. Look at your glories now. So a Shuddha, pure devotee like you, one who takes birth in any family, a pure devotee like you, birth, then the previous lives, 21 generations become purified. So then your father is also included in this. What just this generation, genius, wherever my, very peaceful equanimity, uh, all good activities, uh, good example, devotee takes living, he is residing. Wherever my devotee is residing, having all this very peaceful equanimity, good character, such a devotee living, that place itself becoming, even though it becomes, before it may be impure, but it becomes pure. So, what I say, Bhavan me kalu bhaktanam sarvesham prati rupadruk. So, for all my devotees, you are like a thing to compare. one who follows you, then they are acceptable by me as devotees. That's why I don't have any other worries. You finish last rites for your father. Then you sit on the throne of your father. Then according to Shastra, keep doing things. Is it okay? This is what the amazing influence of devotee and the Lord. Then Prahalad asking the second boon, he is showing uh, Lord is filled with so much uh, vasalya, love, affection, so much affection. He is like a uh, affection storehouse of affection. He makes such an arrangement that you don't need to ask anything. Bhakta Vasala, Krutagna, Samartha, Vadanya, Yena Krishna Chadi, Pandit Nai Bhaje Anya. That's why who will worship, who can give up worship like this Lord? So, then Brahma, all the devatas surrounding the Lord, they were glorifying. Then Lord told to Brahma, O Padmaja, Padmaja, meaning born from the lotus, took birth from the lotus. The nature of these demons always is like very troublesome, very cruel. So don't give these boons like this. Then it is like giving nectar to the snake. Then after this Brahma uh, accepting glorification, puja, worship from the Brahma, he disappears. So Jai Prahalad, Jai Bhagavan Sri Narasimha Dev ki Jai. Jai Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavan Sri Narari ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashana Sri Narahari ki Jai. So, when Lord disappeared, Prahalad paid obeisances to Brahma, Shiva, Prajapati, all the devatas. Then he did all the last rites for his father. Then all the Brahma and all the devatas, including Shukracharya, then they made Prahalad king of all the demons and deities. And they blessed him. Then they were worshipped properly by Prahalad. then they return to their own places. So one very easily could have got anything from the Lord. Even then he did not. But at the end, laughing, he accepted this kingdom, even though it is very not worthy of it. Huh? So, what is the reason? Only to make these living entities become devotees, do service to the Lord, to taste the sweetness of devotion to the Lord. Naitan vihaya krupanam vimuksha ekaha. Because he said, oh Lord, how can I alone accept liberation, giving up all these people suffering? So, like this, we cannot comprehend Prahlad's paradukka, being feeling unhappiness, becoming unhappiness, seeing others are unhappy. So, all glories unto Prahlad Maharaj, all glories unto Nrsimha Dev. So, we will end here. Now, any questions? Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, 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 jai. So the question is, how should we think of the situation? If we went to listen to Harikatha and then got COVID, they always say sadhu sangha in person is important, but COVID is still around. I do feel a boost in bhakti after attending the Harikatha event, which is very helpful to bhakti. But it is also important to maintain our health. It's very funny. Of course, there is no COVID. Now you understand. Now I think everybody knows. People who took vaccine for COVID, is it a proper thing? I think whole world knows. We should not have taken, right? That's why I told all of them who are asking, don't take vaccine, don't take. Now they appreciate. So people died out of COVID, not because of disease, because of the fear. Okay? No one dies because of bacteria, virus, genetic defects. Okay, believe me, it is been proven. You know, we die because of fear of this. Fear. Oh, I'm going to lose this body. Death is going to happen. No, who can stop the death? Tell me. As soon as we take birth, we are bound to die. But the Atma is never born, never die. So this misconception, this I'm this body. See, people are dying because of the fear of that, identifying this with the body. So, So in Harikatha, if it is really Harikatha, what do they say? You are not this body. That's what we hear all the time. Reminding ourselves. See, look at Prahlad, for example, all we learned. What did he say? Being attacked. Can there be more COVID than trying to kill somebody, immersed in a boiling oil, throwing into the poisonous snake dungeon, elephant, throwing here, putting it underground alive, giving some alive, living, putting into the ground, covering with the mud. Still his breathing did not stop. He didn't have to eat. Made him starve, but what happened? See? Because Prahlad never gave up devotion. This is what it is. He did not consider any situation he was in. Jai. Jai. Gaur Arati ki jai ho, Gaur Arati. Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Nrsimha Bhagavan ki jai, jai. Gaura, 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 Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So, Prahlad being attacked by so many types of COVID, right? Not one type, two type. Very dangerous. But he was not attacked. He was not influenced at all. So, you should not, The immunity, see, when you become immunity down, then this, you know, but actually by remembering the Lord, chanting, our immunity goes up. So we should not worry about if you are taking risk, go to that kind of, even though it is forbidden, you should attend the satsang, even if it is a risky thing. What I'm saying is, even though risk is there. See, like Prahlad Maharaj, even though there was so much risk, but he did not give up. Right? Satsang, he was doing satsang, what Narad Muni, he was meditating on what Narad Muni told him. Even though so many difficulties. So that is actually real vaccine for any kind of disease, not just for COVID. The devotion, Harikatha, glorification of the Lord, and the devotee like Prahlad. That is the biggest vaccine, understand? Vaccine through the ear. There is no vaccine can be stronger than hearing. So there is nothing, then we will be protected. You should not worry about diseases will come to this body, But understand that we are not this body, Misidentification, When your clothes becomes old, would you worry about it? Oh, my clothes have become very old, torn apart, this and that. I'm so attached. No, you throw it out and put on a new one, isn't it? You don't even blink your eyes when you throw away the old clothes, right? Because you know you are not the clothes, right? You are not the dress that you wear, isn't it? You are apart, something other than dress. Same way, this body is also like a dress for the soul. So, on any object of this material world, there is a deterioration. You cannot stop it, right? Take any building, how long it will be? All this concrete jungle, 50 years, 80 years, 100 years, it start deteriorating. So that's the nature, Lord has made it. Everything is deteriorating. Time I am, destroyer of everything, is already built in for destruction. You cannot stop it. But we are apart from it. But human form of life is very, very precious. This is the only body through which devotion is possible. That's why we have to feel very fortunate. We have this human form of body. We can do devotion to the Lord. We can chant, we can hear. Navida Bhakti, 64 Anga, or 5 process, or uh, Kirtan all the time. From Kirtan comes the hearing. And also remembrance. So this is the medicine. Kirtaniya Sadahari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, gave this, made them so happy, everybody. Like our Gurudev says, he made peace happy. Peace. They were always morose, unhappy, this, that. Because material thing did not satisfy them. How much lusty things of this world can satisfy? Any objects, you finally lose interest. Plus so many other problems come, That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, I have seen how my father, so many demons, devatas, filled with lust. Then what? They were all unhappy. That's why I'm most fearful about that lusty thing. He don't make me, ask for those things. I don't want even a trace of it, not in my dream, not in my heart. Let there not be any desire take birth in my heart. Oh Lord, this was the prayer. So, Nirapeksha. So, thinking like this, Prahlad, how he led a life, he practiced, and he showed a powerful example. So, we should remember this, We have to be in this world, we have to accept few things for the betterment, We have to keep this body fit, okay? We should not ignore it. But that should not be the main motive. Main motive is to bhakti. For that, we have to keep this body fit. No, I will keep my body fit all the time and then engage. No. Just to keep the body to do service to the Lord. We can remember, we can do a sadhana better. So uh, that's why we accept these rules, regulations. Uh, Uh, so you have to maintain balance, like two track. Train runs on two tracks, right? So one on material, one on spiritual. Uh, only material will fall, because we are in this body also. We cannot. But for a pure devotee, see, even though he's neglecting the body, but automatically body will be nourished because that pure devotion takes care of this body also on a highest level. Like Madhavendra Puri, what he was asking, he was begging. He was not even going for begging or anything, like Madhukari or anything. No, he chant, remembering Krishna all the time. If somebody gives unasked some milk, not anything else, no fruits, no rice, no dal, no food stuff, no cooked food stuff, milk. It may be raw milk or boiled milk like that. If they give that to before sundown, he will accept it. He will not going to ask for it. Somebody voluntarily gives, comes and gives. If not, he is satisfied with chanting. He's not thinking about it either. Oh, today I didn't get my milk or like that. He's not concerned. That was his rule. When he established the deity on the temple of Govardhan for 2 years, made so much wonderful preparation. People used to come, bring so much rice, dal, sweet, and all that, offering to the Lord. And he was distributing, arrangement for distributing prasadam. After that, you think he was taking that prasadam? No. Still, he stuck to his own old thing, accepting little bit milk if it is offered by somebody. Otherwise, he will not take, oh no, this milk is already offered to the Bhagwan. Let me take one glass. No. If somebody gives one glass, we'll accept it. If not, no. So he followed that also during that time. See? Bye. So Lord maintains him. Ananya chintayanto maya jana paripas. One pointed, thinking of the Lord all the time. Automatically he'll be taken care of. So many incidents, that is for the Mahabhagavas. Durvas Muni, for example, one time he ate for almost 1,000 people's thing. Gopis gave him. But then he said, you see, you should know this pastime. I told you, but anyway, some of you may not have heard it. This happened in Vrindavan. It's called Gopi Ghat. Gopi Ghat, where the gopis cross the Yamuna. One time, they have heard Durvas Muni has come on the other side, Yamuna. And to serve that sage, Durvas Muni is a great sage, Lord Shiva himself. So they wanted to serve him. So all the gopis decided, we will go. So they made rasagulla, puri, all the milk, yogurt, carrying on their head. And they all assembled to cross the Yamuna. But there was a overflow. They could not cross. No boatman there. Then Krishna appeared there. He asking, Gopis, what are you doing? What are you? Hmm? I see you're all here. What is on your carrying on your head? Sweets and all that. Then give me. No, we will not give you. Meant for Durvasmani. Then why any problem? He said, don't you see water is overflowing? So many waves in the Yamuna. We cannot cross. Please help us to cross. Please help us to serve the sage. Krishna said, oh, you want my help? Ah, okay. Go and tell the Yamuna that Krishna never talked to any gopis, three ladies. He has never talked to them. He has never seen them. And he is always brahmacharya, following, you know. If it is true, give the way. Then gopis were all laughing. We saw you from the birth. We are always with you. You know your all activities. Now you are saying this. But what to do? Their desire is to serve Durvasmani. So they still had faith, strong faith in Krishna. All right, Yamuna. Looks strange to us. But anyway, this is what Krishna told. We want to cross. He told, if this is true, that Krishna never talked to any female. He has never seen them. He has always brahmachari. If it is true, please give the way. And Yamuna gave the way. Oh, they crossed over. They thought this must be true, but we don't understand. Anyway, they crossed. And on the other side, they gave all this food stuff to Durvasmani. Durvasmani ate. Thousands of people. And he blessed them. Krishna Bhavati. Krishna Bhakti Bhavatu. Huh? Let there be devotion unto you, Krishna. Then they wanted to cross back. But they asked only one way, not two way. Oh Yamuna, please, we want to return. Please keep the way, No, they forgot. So she closed the path. Now again they have to go. Now water is overflowing. They are wondering what to do, what to do, what to do. Then Durvasmuni noticed, what is the problem? This is the problem, we have to cross. We cannot cross. But this water was flowing before. How did you came this side? Oh, Durvasmuni, you don't know. We asked Krishna. He said, if he is always following brahmacharya and he has never talked to any lady, never seen them. If it is true, give the way. She gave the way. Oh, is that so? Now we want to cross the Yamuna. Okay, go and tell the Yamuna. What? That if it is true that Durvasmuni never ate, always fasting. If it is true, give the way. And gopis wanted to laugh and then make joke. Right in front of us, he ate for 1,000 people. Now we are saying he never ate it, never ate anything. Always hungry. How can you believe? We saw, but they know, Durvasmuni is very, uh, very anger. If he blesses, he blesses. If he, otherwise becomes angry, then he will curse you. So, uh, but Durvasmuni has blessed Radharani also one time. To what? Whatever you cook will become like Amrut. Whoever takes that is being cooked by you, they will live forever. No disease, nothing. Because Radharani got this boon from Durvas Muni, Yashodamaya always desiring, oh, Radharani should cook for my son. My little Krishna is always little thin. So many people attacking him. He does not becoming healthy. I want him to become strong, healthy. So it is possible by if Radharani cooks, because Radharani got the boon from Durvas Muni. See? So the gopis were afraid. They tell Durvas Muni. So they went quietly to the Yamuna. Yamuna, this is what Durvas Muni is telling. Impossible to believe. But he is telling, if you have never eaten anything, always remaining hungry, huh? He is fasting all the time. If it is true, give the way. And she gave the way. They crossed. So how to harmonize? See, in front of them, he ate so many thousands of people, but he's saying fasting. He is fasting for himself. Understand? Who is eating through Durvasana? It is Krishna. Shastra says Krishna, Vishnu accepts through the mouth of Brahmana and Vishnu, Vaishnava. See, the Lord in the heart is there. So he is eating for himself. You see, when we say prasada seva, this is what it is. Are we eating prasada? Eating prasada, not an offense. Serving prasada, not harmony. We are worshipping by offering, taking. So to get what? To do more service. We accept prasadam to do only to do more service. Okay. Otherwise it will bind, it will offense. So like this. On the other hand, Krishna never saw any ladies or street. See, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati says, if you see anybody with an intention of enjoying, that is wrong. Okay, that is the problem, not the object itself. There is nothing wrong like male and female or anything. Okay? But if one says, oh, he is enjoyable or she is enjoyable, I should see, then you are looking at as male or female or like that. If you see them as objects belonging to Krishna, meant for Krishna's service, for his pleasure, for him, then there is nothing wrong. We engage in his happiness, in his service. So in that way, are you seeing any male, female, or anything? You are seeing an object that is meant service to the Krishna. So Krishna is also like that. He is not seeing anything meant for his pleasure, happiness, or like that. We are seeing, but how does Krishna looks at it? He accepting service to make them happy. He is accepting, because by accepting that seva, we are getting happy. So he wants to make us happy. So his happiness is there when devotees become happy. You understand? And devotees become happy when Krishna is happy. Understand? So this is what is going. So that means if Krishna is seeing any male, female. No. He's seeing everybody is serving him and he wants to please them. That's why he is free from any desire. Even then, he has a desire to please the devotees. It's like Prahlad Maharaj is telling, Nrsimhadev. He's telling, oh, my devotees don't have any desires other than serving him. Even though I offer so many things. And the same way, Nrsimhadev, even though he's apta kama, completely fulfilled, but he wants to make devotees happy. His desire is there. So it's like that mutual. So that will nourish. That will nourish. That will nourish. It will overcome any. But that is extreme, pure devotees. Okay, we cannot uh, imitate them. Become natural to us. But if you remember that, remembering these activities, pastimes of the devotees, uh, it will benefit us. We will also become pure, we will progress in bhakti. So our time is up. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranam to everybody. Dandavat pranam to Prahlad Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai jai jai.
ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম গুরুদেব।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare